Hello, world, and welcome to Risk of Rain 2 again, which is not my normal opening. But anyway, I haven't recorded or uploaded in a while, and I recently played this with my friend because he got it for his first time, or rather, I got it for him like a few months ago as a gift, and he's played it with me for his first time, or maybe his second time. I don't know how many times he's played this. Anyway, he played it some, so here we are. I don't even know how loud my mic is. It seems like it's pretty quiet. What's happening anyway? Maybe I should turn it. Yep, turning it up. Turning it up. Turning it up. Okay, that seems good. Yes, you should be able to hear me now. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, I have seizures now, so that's great. So I'm gonna play this on Rainstorm rather than Monsoon. And as you can see, I have some unlocked stuff. I did quite a bit of things. I unlocked some stuff. I did Monsoon, and I did some things, and yeah. So here we are. Frag grenades, cool and whatnot, and actually triggers stuff unless they changed that, and that's cool. So since what's his name's having trouble with this so much, secrecy or whatever his name is. Sorry, sorry for messing up your name. Apparently, I don't know. I don't feel like myself. Anyway, so here we are. I'm gonna play this. We'll see how this run goes, whether it goes great or it goes poorly, and stuff. And as you can see, I have exactly 123 lunar coins, lunar tokens. So I'm gonna run around and collect all the items on this level, and then I'm gonna go through the portal, I guess. Hey, look, there's my first chest. It only cost 25. And now I got a double jump. Alright. I don't know why, but my game keeps stuttering. I mean, it was stuttering last time, too. I was using mods recently, and I got rid of my mods. As you can see, I don't have... I had a mod that showed the stats for each and every item and stuff, and a cheat mod that allowed me to change characters, because for some reason, the makers of this game thought it would be such a great idea to make it so that even if you do use Cheat Engine to change your character at the start into a boss, you can't actually move around as a boss anymore. So I have to swap over and use a mod in order to properly use a boss like I could before, or even to use a drone. Drones were fun to use. I should make a video of one sometime. Man alive, I'm moving my mouse around real quickly. By the way, I just want you to know that my favorite items in this game are crowd control items like the Will-o'-the-Wisp. It's very good to have them against bosses, particularly the kind that, like the clay something or other, that likes to suck enemies into itself to heal. It's very, very good against those, because you can just make a bunch of weak enemies, and then the weak enemies get sucked into it, and you can just kill them as it's healing, and it will finish it off, probably. More often than not, anyway. By the way, there is no bad character in this game. It's just a matter of how you use your character. Every character plays differently. By the way, I have this on my thumb, this button right here, so I accidentally press it all the time. And I really, really like Gore's Tome. It's my favorite item, just about. Well, actually, not really. But it's a very good item, and I really like it. I may or may not have a good run. I have been playing on Monsoon a lot lately, and stuff, and things, but I'll have you know that playing as one of these Lemurians makes the game so much harder because you cannot heal, and your damage does so little, or rather, your attack does so little damage, yes. I can't speak properly anymore. I blame seizures because I can. And look, that's a lunar pod over there. Not very accurate. Yeah, there we go. It says so right there. By the way, you can hold tab to see this stuff. in case you wanted to know that. And also, actually, 57 leaf clover is my favorite. Because it is literally the best item in the game. Affects the majority of other items. The majority, not all of them. And I found the teleporter. Would you look at that? That was a fairly accurate mark, anyway. And this is a very good lunar item. Very, very, very good lunar item. I like to pick it up all the time. I'm not seeing any more items. So that means I must go ahead and activate the portal, although I didn't go that way, so I don't know. Usually on Monsoon, I get about 6 items, and then I use the portal because there's just about that many to start off with. By the way, this guy's attack, the Beetle Queen, or girl's attack, anyway, the attack that it does not explode until it hits the ground. So that means you can be in the air, and it'll shoot at you, and then it'll bounce off. It won't actually go off on you. It won't deal any damage while you're in the air. And this is why I like crowd control items. Because all those bugs just died. This is a really easy boss, if handled with care. This is another new item, which I like. By the way, I didn't cheat to get any of these items. I didn't cheat to finish these characters either. I just used mods afterwards. However, I did cheat to get the lunar items. I'm gonna say that flat out because I hate farming lunar coins. And, by the way, I really like the mod that where drones inherit items. It makes drones a lot better. It may ruin the experience for some people that like challenges, but it's fun for me, until the game crashes anyway, because of, like, it soft locks itself because bosses don't like to show up as being dead for some reason. Like, you'll kill a boss, and it will definitely be dead, and then the game will be like, kill the boss, and the boss never dies, or rather, it won't even show up as an objective, and it'll stay at 99% forever, so it won't ever finish. So that's that. Also, I'm that idiot that will use blood altars or whatever to get some money, sacrifice health. I'm that kind of idiot, so yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to sacrifice health for money, unless I have that lunar item that ruins that whole thing. Sorry about that. Just coughing, because coughing happens. Especially when you eat a whole loaf of onion rings. Lots of heartburn. Also, my aim is really bad right now. See, I have this problem with my mouse, no matter what mouse I'm using, and it just feels like my mouse is getting more grippy. And I don't use a mouse pad because I don't really like mouse pads. I like to use just a sensor, a mouse with a sensor on it on a wooden surface. A clean and crisp wooden surface. It moves the quickest. So I like it best that way. So I try to steer clear from using one of those mouse pads, and I'm not using a mouse pad right now, so anyway, it could just be a bunch of dust buildup that happens, and then the dust buildup could make it so that it starts to hug on the surfaces that it's sliding on, which makes me not used to what I'm using, so I don't like it that way, and it does happen. So yes, I am blaming my inability to aim, or my loss of accuracy on that very fact that it is hugging on the surface of the desk. Which I guess is why people use mouse pads. I don't know. But anyway, that's that. So you can be mad at me all you want for blaming that on that, but that's just how it is. Oh, by the way, now that C has a, yes, that's your name, it's C. Anyway, now that you have a thing, a better computer, that means you could play that Halo shooter game thing with me if you wanted. Or you could play this with me and I could make videos of it. You could either talk with a mic or not. I don't know. Not sure if you have one. I bet you probably don't, do you? I don't know. I can't remember much, so I don't remember if you did or didn't before. Alright. Gore's Tome is giving me all kinds of money, and I can just repeatedly use this chant shrine over and over and over again, even though it's being annoying. It's being a jerk and wasting my money. By the way, FMJ goes through walls, which is this ability. It's actually phase round. It used to be FMJ in Risk of Rain 2, and Risk of Rain 1, rather, I mean. My mistake. Anyway, Risk of Rain 1, it didn't go through walls, if I recall correct, but in this one it does, and it was FMJ before. I am wasting all of my time on this. But hey, I'm on Rainstorm. Rainstorm. This is not hard at all. So it's not really a loss to spend all of my time in this, other than to waste the video's time. You could always skip ahead, since this is a recording, after all. Get to the good parts, or something, I don't know. Since I'm not really editing this, this is just all going in raw. Also, this is a very good item to have. It increases your healing by 4 a second per stack. When you're outside of combat, of course. So you're going to want lots and lots and lots of healing items, especially on Monsoon, because Monsoon lowers your healing by 50%. Drizzle makes it up by 50%, and this is just default. However much default is. I think it's 1 a second or something. Yeah, it turns out I'm going to be coughing a lot, so you can turn me down all you want, but I think I have my voice setting fixed now. Finally, an item. Is that all? Yes. Okay. I can move on now. This is also a good drone to have. And this, what is this called? Suppressive fire. Yes, suppressive fire stuns enemies that it hits. So it's good to use on the golems, but only once they start charging their beam. Better to wait until they start charging their beam to use it, because you can have the most effectiveness out of it that way. And it only needs to hit them once. So you can spread it around and hit multiple targets and stun multiple targets that are trying to shoot at you. Air targets don't get stunned, though. They just kind of look at you. Funny. And as you can see, I am sticking my camera under the water so I can see through the water. That's what I've done from the start. It works in some other games too. I don't know which ones, or don't remember which ones, but it does. That's why I thought of doing it personally. Hey, there's the teleporter. Also, just a heads up, you can find teleporters by these little things floating around all over the place, in case you don't know that already. You, the viewer. Whether you are C or you're otherwise. Hey, wasn't I just back here? I was. I'm wasting my time. But hey, I'm on Rainstorm. I can do this. I can waste my time all I want. I'm automatically doing this now. I don't know why. Yay, stick my camera on the ground because there's not any water anywhere. Hey, look, it's the bread shrine that I can waste my... Shrine of Blood, that's what it's called, so I can waste my health on it. By the way, this was severely nerfed and you shouldn't get it, but you should get this. Way better. And the lunar thing is not there, but rather it is up on top of one of those pillars over there. I saw it. Ugh. See, there it is. The lunar thing. What's it even called? I forgot. It's called a Newt altar. That's what it's called. There, now you know it's called a Newt altar. Wow, this guy's taking a lot of damage. You see that? He's dying. That was easy. This is Rainstorm after all. I'm only on medium difficulty. Hey, look, there's a chest over that way. What even is that? Is that a chest? No, it's a drone. How useless. Very useless. By the way, it's also very, very good to continuously jump as you're moving around, because you can dodge enemy shots. Whether you think about it or not, you can just continually dodge by continually jumping. It's very effective. So, you should probably get around to doing that if you're playing this. Don't jump all the time, clearly, because there's times when, oh hey, you're in the air and you're falling down, and the enemy shoots above you because that's where you were at that moment, and so it's better to just stay on the ground during that time to dodge their shot that goes over your head rather than at you. Only 17 minutes have passed. Oops, I accidentally did the Windows key button thing. It's not very nice to do. And this is a very nice ability, and I think I'll get it because look, it's very nice. It's a very nice ability. You can fly around with it, you can heal, you'll be basically invulnerable during that time. It's very nice. This gives you 5% crit chance and healing on crit by a certain amount. And this lets you decide another area that you're going to go to next. I'm just going to leave that alone. And I don't care for this item. So, I'm just going to go. The only problem with swapping out this for this is that I don't get the boost of speed. There was nothing really good here aside from the strides of heresy, yes. That's a drone, by the way. You don't want to waste your time on that drone. It's not worth it. It dies. Maybe on drizzle, maybe on rainstorm. I don't know how good it is on drizzle or rainstorm, but it's pretty garbage, so it's probably better to just ignore it. In fact, my drones generally die by the time I get to the 4th level. Or sooner. They don't last very long. So it's better to just, if you're going to get them early game, and then after that, just don't get them anymore. Not worth it. Unless you have like 5 Gor's Tomes and can afford that TC-180 really quickly, then it's not worth getting unless you have that. So... Oh hey, I hit something over there. Oops. I'm so used to being able to dodge roll. By the way, I really like the tri-tip daggers. They used to be so powerful in the previous update, back whenever they didn't have an icon and they just did tick damage. So I'm still assuming that they're the same kind of power level. Because they're very powerful. They seem to be affected by the other items like the Shattering Justice that goes through armor and stuff. That's why that boss died so quick. Chunks of its health were disappearing by the second because of it. So many stacked bleeds. I think it has what's the word I'm looking for? A static damage number per stack. I mean, it does say that it's a percentage, but it might be a static number. I don't know. If it is a static number, then it's not very good in the late game, but it's very good in the early game. Anyway, point is, if you get enough of them stacked together, then it can just demolish bosses like nothing. It's like back whenever you could get all kinds of sticky bombs and just stick them on everything you shot and they died instantly. But not nearly as powerful. By the way, you can fly with that. That Strides of Heresy ability. In whatever direction you're looking. Maybe I should make videos of Halo Reach since it's out. Way back when Halo Reach was released, that was when I first started thinking about making videos, but I couldn't make videos of Xbox at the time. So I didn't. But now that I have the opportunity to, I'm not nearly as good as I was back then. So I don't make videos of me being good at games. I make videos of me being bad at games, or mediocre. or just whatever, or finding glitches, because glitches are fun, in my opinion, or at least that's what my initial goal was. Way back when in old Roblox, glitches were like tricks. They were like cool. Back whenever I was younger and whatnot and played Age of Empires 2 on the computer back before wikis were a thing, finding cheat codes were like finding secrets, finding Easter eggs, finding something good in a game, and they were looked upon as something special. They were not looked down upon like a game ruining feature that destroyed something. So, just like in Mac's heart, how Sloth is good to him, in my heart, cheats and glitches and the sort can be good because of what they used to be. The way that they used to be used is like Easter eggs, like something cool that you can find in something. That's basically what it was to me, and that's why I released them, because they can make a experience that is static into a creative new experience. And that was the goal of releasing those glitches onto my channel. So, you can use them however you want, but my ideas and my goals remain as being creative. So if you want to find fault with my glitches, it's you. It's you doing that to yourself rather than me doing it, because it's all in how you use what you have, what's available. It's like, oh hey, I'm gonna carry a shotgun and camp in this room on Halo Reach. Because I'm a camper, people are gonna call me a camper. And people look down on that, and people hate it, and people are disgusted by it because it is really cheap to do it in that way. But it's not the game creators that made the shotgun definitely to be cheap. It's rather the player that used it in such a way at that place to be cheap. Having a shotgun can be like, you can be rushing into a battle and just swap into it, be close quarters and be fast, you know? You don't have to play the cheap camping kind of style. It's all in what the player chooses. So yeah, that's my point. I find glitches cool. And that's just because people come to my channel sometimes and they find glitches or something. Specifically, lol. He comes over here and finds glitches and wants to be upset at me for it. I don't know why. So I just had to get that out there just in case anybody like that shows up ever again. But hey, that should be clear as day anyway. Right? I don't know. It seems almost like logic these days is gone. Could be just where I'm at, the people that I'm seeing and whatnot, but it just seems like logic is gone. There is no more such thing as logic anymore. So, I don't know. Or at least logic is nowhere where I am. Be cool if logic was where I was. That'd be great. But here we are. At the abyssal depths. Yeah, that's what life is now. That's the abyssal depths. Hey look, it's a worm. I got way off topic and started talking about something else unrelated to this game. That's what I'm good at. I'm good at ruining people's days, probably. I don't know. But anyway. Now we're back to this game. And I'm just absent-mindedly playing it because this is really easy right now. This is really, really, really easy to me. I just got hit by a worm, and it did very little damage. And whenever I get half health, I can just do like this. And look at my health just rise back up. But hey, if I continue to treat it like it's easy like this, it will get hard very fast, because that's just how this game works. Even on Rainstorm. Heck, on Drizzle, I've had times where I play through and I get to a point where I think, oh, I'm very powerful, and I destroy everything in one hit and whatnot, and then, just somewhere along the line, I just get one-shotted by this malachite, Malachite flying enemy, whatever those things are called, I forget. The ones that shoot red stuff at you, those flying fireball dudes. Anyway, they're annoying. I think they're wisps. Yes, they're wisps. Thank you, Will the Wisp, for reminding me of what you're called. Alright. So anyway, the wisps, Malachite wisps, can completely obliterate you in one shot, no matter what level you are, no matter how much items you have, no matter what the difficulty is. So just stay out of their path. Completely. Never, ever, ever underestimate the enemy in this game. Like I am, continuously. Especially Malachites. Especially these guys. You know what? I'm already getting bored of this. So I'm gonna try to finish this faster rather than slower. Even if it kills me. Just because, well, playing by myself at this point, I've done it so much that it's just not enjoyable anymore. Unless I'm using some kind of mod or something where I just feel like it. Besides, I have other things to do. And I did actually feel like playing this for a while. But now here we are, and there's a challenge of the mountain. I just activated like it's no big deal. Alright, so if I talk less, I'm focusing more on the game. If I talk more, I'm focusing less on the game. That's just how it goes. Why in the world did I even pick up this, the gesture anyway? I'm not even using any equipment items. I'm just letting it go. Hey, there's an equipment item. Is it any good? Yes, it's my favorite equipment item. I don't care how much damage this does. It doesn't do very much at all, and it doesn't track very well, but it is my favorite across both games. Very short cooldown, too. I don't like that one. Especially with a gesture. It's a very bad item to have with a gesture. And you can still get hit while using it. Oh, by the way, there's this lightning shooting item. I forgot what it's called. But it's also a use item, and it automatically homes or tracks on enemies. You just look at an enemy, it says push Q to activate or something. And it only goes off on enemies. Can't use it on anything else. And so if you have gesture, it just automatically goes off on anything you see. And if you have a bunch of those items, whatever they're called, I don't think I have one. A fuel cell. I have a bunch of those. If you have a bunch of fuel cells, then those fuel cells can reduce its
its recharge time to near nothingness, if not nothingness, and you just look at a boss and it will go zap, 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 and they'll die because it does a lot of damage. So used to in the previous updates, back whenever they made it so that gesture just was very powerful and that's all you ever wanted, I would just use a bunch of gestures, stack them on top of each other, and then one of those, and run around, and the whole game would be so easy that I wouldn't even have to focus. I could just run around, and things that I looked at would die. Hey, look, it's another mountain shrine. You know how I said I was gonna focus and then do this faster? Apparently here I am, wasting my time, not doing it faster. But that's only because I want to go over here and get this legendary item that probably costs around 3,000 to 4,000. 3,000. Alright, spawn me some enemies. Oh, by the way, I actually fell on my face the other day while having a seizure, and my lip is busted, which is fun. Fun times. Only 1,000 more. My character is full of a bunch of mountain of stuff. If I recall correct, that chest is 3004. I think I recall exactly. Okay, I have enough. Way more than enough. Hey, look, it's 343. Alright, the best thing ever. Not really, because there's several best things ever. In fact, every item is the best thing ever. Well, there's one item, namely, that I can remember the most that I would say is the most useless. Overloading worm. This could end my run. Hey, there's a drone there. That worm can only use that ability every 30 seconds. And hey, I beat it. Challenge of the Mountain makes it one difficulty higher, and drops another item, an additional item per every challenge of the mountain, whenever the boss dies. Just in case you don't know. Did I activate? No, I didn't. I didn't activate a new altar. Oh yes, now I remember there was going to be another drone over here that I was going to activate. And just for a little bit of extra XP that doesn't really matter very much, I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these. Just because it doesn't matter. Also, if you kill an enemy after your money stops dropping down, then you keep that money in the next level. Doesn't help much, but it does help. Also, you can climb up this little ledge right here to go all the way up to the top without having to go all the way around. And if you fall down right there, you can also climb up right there. I'm wasting these. I don't even need this. I don't want that, but you know what? I'm going to take it. It makes you fight an enemy at a certain place, at a certain time. So anyway, to go out, whenever you go down here, you can climb up this. I wonder if you can get up here without a double jump. Might not be able to get up there without a double jump, but you can definitely get up there with a double jump. I think you can get up there without one, but I can't test that. Hey look, it's two bosses. This one's dead. And this one's dead too. See how powerful I am? The power of items. This is why you pick up items in this game. And why you don't just rush on through the teleporters like a speedrun. And if you are speedrunning, you better be good at the game, because you definitely can beat the game without items. In fact, in Risk of Rain 1, I never saw anybody beat the game without items, and I thought, oh hey, you know what? I'm gonna go through the game without any items and beat it. But I never did. I know it's possible, though. The only reason why I didn't do it was because I'm not perfect. I didn't perfect the strategies that I had in mind, but I definitely could do it if I spent enough time on it. However, I did see a mention, whether it was an advertisement or something else, of someone beating this particular game without items, which makes sense. But anyway. Hey look, it's a blood altar. Or a shrine of blood. Yes, that's what it's called. The more health you have, the more gold you'll gain, by the way. As you can see, if you try to play as a worm and then sacrifice your health to one, then you'll get like 1,000 some odd gold. Or maybe 7,000. Anyway, you'll get a huge number. And it'll be all you need, really. Whenever you get all you need, then, well, that's all you need. No need to question it. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go ahead and... Now I know why I did so much damage to that boss. I'll get this. I just want 7 of these. I think. Yes, 7 will do it. By the way, I'm gonna go and do this real quick just to spoil you on something. I think I made a video of it before, but just to spoil you, just in case. Don't you just love spoilers? They're so much fun. I don't. But anyway. Over here. You go under here. You go over to this area. What is that? Purpley stuff. That's weird. Anyway, you get attacked by a boss, and you go over here, and there's like a skeleton or something that you kill. Somewhere around here. And then to go back up, you just go down here. Anyway, you unlock a character of some kind. I can't recall if it was Inji or something else. Hey, look at that. It's a golden chest. And it's relatively expensive. By the way, in the past I said that those bears don't stack very well. I was wrong. They stack really well. Any amount of block that you can get is a great thing, and you should not ignore it. I did just now, however, because I don't care. Gorge Tome could just activate a few more times, I could get that legendary chest. Also, I used to think Focus Crystal would be really great. You know what? It probably is a lot better than I think it is. But for this character, it's not as good as it could be. And I thought, you know what? I'll stack a bunch of those, because that would be like what you do in Risk of Rain 1, where you get tons and tons and tons of crowbar with a command artifact. Tons and tons and tons of crowbars, and you can just instant kill anything in the game. Hey, I have enough to get that legendary chest now. Hey, I can use my my shift item a few more times now. And I did miss that gore item. Wait a minute, if I mark that, does that... Nope, it doesn't. Well, that's a shame. And there's a utility chest. See this? This is the power of the tri-tip dagger. Ouch. I'm taking damage from those guys. This is why you shouldn't underestimate your enemy. Why did my item pop up there? Hey, there's a lunar item that dropped over there. Lunar token. Headsets really help with games like these. I'll have some money in the next level, probably. Nope. Killing them at the right time is crucial for that to happen. Sure, why not? I like wasting stuff that I didn't collect myself, because I cheated to get it. Yay! Yay! I got rid of 2 of my daggers for this. I'll do this level. Die! I do a lot of damage. Wow. He's still taking damage. Wow. Ow! That was a lot of damage. That wasn't very nice. But you died. By the way, they really buffed the personal shield generators to do a lot better than they did before. 8% health is a lot better than a static 20 health. Not 20%, but 20 health. Personally, I like the 8% bonus better than a static, because you could have like a bunch of bonus health upgrades, and then you get a static health upgrade like that. And it's shield, and it's percentage based, and it's a lot better. A lot more of an upgrade than it would be before. It's a shame, however, that it isn't like in Risk of Rain 1, where it just straight up takes all of the damage and then goes back into regular health. But also, I don't recall the electric enemies having shields back in Risk of Rain 1. Risk of Rain, ha. Now, where did that... I guess it didn't actually exist. Imagination, yay! There's an item up there. Oh, it's just a capsule. It's just a capsule, nothing special. I'm starting to wonder if my voice is even loud enough. It probably is, and I'm just gonna let it be like that. Because I don't want to be so loud that I bust your eardrums. That'd suck, right? You wouldn't want to watch me ever again then. Yay, 2 of those. I wonder what that does. Probably just increases damage if I had to guess. By the way, a new altar does spawn right here. I'm not going to go for it this time, though. I can't scroll up and chat, but I'm pretty sure this is the one that the celestial portal spawns in. Yes, damage all the enemies in the level. Just for coming near me. Hey, look, it's the portal. How nice. Oops. I accidentally stabbed myself in the lip with my microphone. That wasn't... I didn't do that on purpose. I definitely didn't do that on purpose. It's all your imagination. I actually meant to scratch my face because it's itchy. Also, you can look at yourself on certain characters. This one doesn't seem to work that way. You can look at yourself on certain characters and be like, hey, I want to attack that guy. I think I showed that on a video before. Also, as you can see, you can kill flying enemies with speed. So if you have a high velocity projectile, you can shoot it at the enemy and it will send them flying in a certain direction and kill them. It will splatter them, as you would say in Halo. Also, this is a great time to use this. Look, I have money. See? Look, it worked. It worked with Gore's tone specifically. I went to the wrong place, or did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Imagination is this, but anyway. Alright. I didn't go to the wrong place. I went to the right place. The correct place is where I am. Having no movement speed items sucks. Also, there's an Easter egg over there. You can kind of see the shadow of it right there. But you have to have movement speed items or more jumps to get over there. See you in the next life. Hey, there's an island down there. There, I'm in the next life. Wow, he's dying quick. That was a very fast boss fight. It's the fastest I've ever killed this guy. That's absurd. What's that? Is that the book that I want for this place? Let me get to the book. No. Darn. And who cares? I didn't get my additional lunar tokens from that pack, but whatever. There you go. It's a video. I hope you enjoyed and stuff. Leave a like and I'll see you next time. Maybe I will snow in your area. Who knows? Well, not really, but I mean, I won't literally snow in your area like me be there. It's just, who knows? Maybe it's cold over there. I don't know. Well, bye.